I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Dallas Cowboys. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 5-9. Sammy! Cut! Slam!
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Breeze. Complete to Jason Witten. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Jamie Collins, formerly of the Browns, in on the tackle.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Now Breeze. He completes it to Bryant. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 12-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better. Stephon Tuitt came out at Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wondered, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Ready.
13th play now on the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Kill. Recon, 132 fighter.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. On the keeper, it's Breeze. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
2nd and 2. The 27-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, Charlie.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
150.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
3rd down and 2.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Hey, Alpha.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
He's tired of me. He's tired of us. 72.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll have his man, that's Edelman. As they finally wrangle him in at the 48. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
No, 56.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Jacket, reload.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. They'll find Everett there, complete. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys didn't come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
No score after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go right back to White here on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Goal 50. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Alert.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Hey, check it. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Hey, Delta. Check it.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Gerald Everett, his 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Breeze. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 22. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
I know it, he hit.
From the 25 on second down, Brady. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Hey, Alabama. Hey, Foxtrot.
From the gun, it's Brady. He's got him in, complete. It's Julian Edelman. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Now, how many times have we seen that? 3rd down, and Tom Brady turning to old reliable Julian Edelman. There's no Rob Gronkowski now. Edelman, the main holdover, the 33-year-old who was the Super Bowl MVP last season.
Check 31. Mike,
On play action, now Brady. Now he'll escape to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
61, matchbox lights.
Shoot. Check nickel.
Hey, one set. Hey, check it.
On second down, they'll run with White. Anthony Brown there on the tackle.
380. Jugger.
Mike 54.
Now a play fake. Brady. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They go play action here on first down. Bryant has it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Young lady. Check my 50.
Watch the run. Check that.
Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Dallas kicker, Brett Maher. from the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is absolutely perfect. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move, the Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League, where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Brady deferring to White on the draw. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, Alabama.
On third down, Brady. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's Austin.
That's it, baby. We got work.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Ready.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
34-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, switch gears.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves them with 3rd and 1. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Breeze now. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dante Hightower in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. This will be from 56 yards out. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Here's White. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Now Austin.
Let's go back. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Bree's going to throw. We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
And the Cowboy first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Saquon Barkley his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2.
You got nothing. 12, 12, 12. Check.
It's caught by Bryant, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's second and inches at the 35-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Brady now to throw. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 16 yards, a first down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady there.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Mike 54. Wild Bill.
Rip. Hey, Haywood.
Right there. 54 Mike.
To throw is Brady. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 36-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. And past the 30 down to about the 27. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. Here's Brady to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the pass.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel with his 16th touchdown of the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gostkowski with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
36. 50, hey, wahoo!
On play action. Now Breeze. Complete to Bryant. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. This is Barkley. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter.
Ready. Max 50. Target.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
First down, here's White. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, go 66. Hey, echo.
Right there. 54 Mike.
In your face.
Mike's by 4. I got it.
Hey, go 66.
Brady. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That's good for 28 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Now this one complete on the slant route. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw is Breeze. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Breeze. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54.
All right, we got check and reload.
On 1st down, White.
Go, run.
The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Wait, set, 53. Check right, 50. Ozzy. Check Ozzy. You ain't going nowhere.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. You must.
Buzz.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. 3 buzz.
Regular.
Brady going to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Back to throw, Breeze. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Dante Hightower in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. He's going to find Gallup here complete. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jason McCourty.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for New England, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they go down to defeat for just the second time in 11 games so far. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday afternoon at around 3:30 Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Dallas. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the